The sun bled. Crimson stained the sky. Eldergrove held its breath. The air, heavy, still, whispered of change. Cobblestone streets, usually bustling, stood deserted. Villagers huddled inside, curtains drawn. Fear, a palpable presence, choked the night. The blood moon, harbinger of prophecy, loomed large. A monstrous eye it watched, unblinking from a bruised sky. Tonight the old magic stirred. Tonight destiny beckoned. Luna stood at the edge of the woods. The forest, her sanctuary, seemed to breathe with her, always welcoming. Tonight, a warning whispered on the wind. Her hand brushed against the ancient oak marking the border, its rough bark familiar and comforting. But tonight it hummed with an energy that sent shivers down her spine. The blood moon cast long, distorted shadows, twisting familiar paths into menacing unknowns. Fear, sharp and cold, pricked at her. Deeper, a primal instinct urged her forward. Tonight the forest held its breath, waiting for her. The woods, usually alive with nocturnal symphony, were eerily silent. Only the rustle of leaves beneath her feet broke the quiet. Each step forward felt heavier than the last. Ancient trees, gnarled and twisted, reached out like skeletal fingers. They clawed at the blood-red sky, casting grotesque shapes that danced on the forest floor. Familiar paths seemed to twist and turn, leading her deeper into the wood's shadowy embrace. The whispers started softly. Legends passed down for generations. Tales of the blood moon and the magic it awakened. Tales of prophecies fulfilled and destinies shattered. Fear, a living thing, coiled in her stomach, but something stronger pulled her forward. A sense of purpose, a destiny she couldn't ignore. Section 4. The Seer Under the Blood Moon. A clearing bathed in the blood moon's eerie light. In the center, a figure stood, shrouded. An aura of power emanated, ancient and raw. The figure turned. A woman, her face etched with time, held a knowing smile. Eyes, pools of ancient wisdom, seemed to see right through Luna. They held no judgment, only an ageless understanding. "You have come!" The woman's voice was a low thrum, resonating with the forest itself. "The blood moon has called you, as it was foretold." Luna, her voice caught in her throat, could only nod. Fear warred with a strange sense of awe. Section 5. A prophecy unveiled. The woman spoke of an ancient prophecy passed down through generations, a prophecy tied to the blood moon and the one born under its crimson gaze. Luna, her breath catching, listened. The woman spoke of darkness, of a power rising, of a choice that would determine the fate of Eldergrove, of the forest, of the world itself. Her words painted vivid pictures of chaos and destruction, but also of hope, of courage, of a light that could banish the shadows. The weight of the prophecy settled upon Luna's shoulders, heavy and inescapable. The fate of everything she held dear rested on her shoulders, on the choice she had yet to make. Section 6. The Howling and the Choice. A howl pierced the night, long and mournful. It echoed through the silent trees, sending shivers down Luna's spine. The forest itself seemed to hold its breath. The woman turned towards the sound, her gaze distant. "The time is upon us," she said, her voice grave. "The path ahead is fraught with danger. Will you follow?" Luna hesitated. Fear urged her to flee, to seek the safety of her village, but the prophecy echoed in her ears, the fate of her world hanging in the balance. Taking a deep breath, she met the woman's ancient gaze. "I will follow," she said, her voice firm despite the tremor in her heart. The woman nodded, a flicker of something akin to pride in her eyes. "Then let us begin," she said, turning towards the heart of the forest. "The night is young, and our journey has just begun." The howl came again, closer this time. It was a call to arms, a challenge, a promise of the unknown. And as Luna followed the woman into the depths of the blood moon-soaked forest, she knew that her life would never be the same.